My name is Gregor Hilden, and welcome to the Kloppmann-electrics channel. Career is I started with 16 years, I think, with blues guitar and got my first bands yeah, I had some other jobs during all this time but music was always my first thing and yeah, I'm a blues guitar player, but I'm not focused on strictly blues. That's maybe a little bit different from other blues guitar players, and I'm interested in rock and jazz and fusion and funk and soul and everything everything which has a good groove. And yeah, I made my first record in 1994, and then a couple of other records came within the decades. The main project is my organ trio with Wolfgang Grogenkamp and Dirk Brandt. And I have some more projects, another one with Richie Arndt, a famous German blues rock artist, and we do several things. The latest project is a Peter Green thing. We are playing Peter Green original tunes, but in our own way, so we don't do pure cover things. Okay, I think there are a lot of funny things which I can tell, but the most important funny story is when I started as a young player. I had a chance to play with an old American saxophone player by the name of Big Jay McNeely. And I was really strong, and I was excited to play. And when we had the first rehearsal with Big J, I tried to pull out everything I got on the guitar, and he said to me, "Hey, guitar player, don't do that. Just play one thing, and that's it." And do that all night long. So that was really funny because it was my first lection I've learned, and yeah, so sometimes it's really important to get some of these advices, and it was kind of funny for me. Yeah.
Who's the best blues guitar player, if you had to pick one?
Okay, um, I can't tell because there is not only one. Every blues guitar player has his own thing, and this is the most important thing. But of course, Peter Green, B.B. King, Albert Collins, Mike Bloomfield, these are the guys who brought me to the guitar.
If you were to play one guitar for the rest of your life, which
That's
guitar would it be?
That's easy. This one. It's a 68 Les Paul, and this guitar has been heavily modified. And yeah, actually, Andreas Kloppmann built these old PRF pickups into a Kloppmann Golden Voice set. So he analyzed the sound of these pickups, and we got this Kloppmann Golden Voice Gregor Hilden signature set.
Sounds great. If you could travel back in time and meet yourself at the age of 20, what advice would you give yourself for your musical career?
Okay. If I would be 20 again, I would spend more time on practicing. I was always a little bit lazy practicing, but now it's much more important for me. But it's really good if you start at an early point with practicing, and yeah, you have to spend time on the guitar, and the more you do, the more you can express yourself. The more you have learned, the better.
Sounds wise.
Yeah.
Just one word as an answer, just one name.
Yeah.
Who has the best vibrato?
Peter Green.
Who has the best bending?
Peter Green.
Who has the best tone?
Peter Green.
Well, that was easy. Okay. Can you tell us how you got to meet Andreas Kloppmann?
Oh, I have to think about it because it's a couple of years ago. The first time I was aware of Andreas, it was an interview in the German magazine Gitarre und Bass, and I read about him, and I read about his workshop, and that he's making pickups. And Udo Pipper, he's a experienced writer, wrote about Andreas that these pickups are real great stuff, and so I was interested, and after a while we get in contact, but I can't really remember exactly when we met the first time. Yeah, the signature set was planned for my spare guitar and for other guitar players who are interested to get kind of this sound. which I have always from this guitar. And the main important thing is that this guitar is wired like Peter Green's Les Paul, with the out of phase in the middle position. And for me, it was also important that we have the characteristics of old Gibson pickups. That means, and it's a little bit strange because every other manufacturer is producing neck pickup and bridge pickups this time in these days. That means the bridge pickups has more windings normally, but for my taste, the old Gibson pickups, which are not built like this, because they are always the same normally in the output. So the bridge pickup has the same clarity and the same characteristic in the tone, which you lose a little bit when you make more windings on the bridge pickups to have more power, which is fine if you want it. But for me, it's really important to have the same characteristics in the high frequencies. And the more windings you do, less treble you have. So if you have an Seymour Duncan Jeff Beck pickup with 14 kilo ohm, you have a lot of power, but less treble. And the old Gibson pickups don't have that. They are nearly the same. And so this is what I told Andreas, beside of the out of phase thing, which you have only for the middle position. It affects only the middle position and not the single positions. Yeah, one of the advices is listen to the old master blues players. If you like blues, it's really fine to hear Gary Moore and Joe Bonamassa, because they are great players. But before you do that, listen to B.B. King and Albert Collins, because this is the basic, and it's important to study also these things, because Joe Bonamassa and Gary Moore did the same.